Welcome back to Serenity Speaks Conversations on Wellness. I'm Cleo, your host, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. In this episode, we're diving into the beautiful relationship between balance and inner beauty. True wellness doesn't start with a face cream or even a yoga pose. It begins within. And today we're exploring how creating balance in your everyday life can encourage self-love and help you discover the radiant beauty that already exists inside of you. So grab your favourite cup of tea, find a cosy spot, and let's explore the art of balancing wellness and beauty together. So what is balance really? I mean, it's one of those buzzwords that we're throwing about here and there, but what does it really mean? So when we hear the word balance, we might think of work-life balance, juggling work, family, and personal life like a bit of a circus act. But true balance isn't about perfection or dividing your time equally. It's about creating harmony between your mind, body, and soul. Think of balance like a dance. Sometimes you lean a little more into rest, other times into taking action, but it's all about listening to your inner rhythm. When you nurture this balance, you start to radiate from within, and that's where true beauty shines. When you're aligned and at peace within. We know we can't control what happens outside of us, but we can control what happens within. So to keep us safe and feeling balanced. Stillness can be so uncomfortable, can't it? I mean, we're so used to being busy that when we pause, we feel like we're doing nothing. But stillness is where balance begins. In yoga, we have a practice at the end of a yoga class or yoga session called Shavasana. And it's basically lying on the mat, supine, and letting go. So not holding any tension in the body and just really finding stillness. And some say that's one of the most difficult poses in yoga, to simply be. Well, take a moment to pause right now. Close your eyes if you can. Breathe in deeply through your nose for a count of 4. Hold for a count of 4. And exhale slowly for a count of 4. And whilst you're focusing on that breath, letting go. And how do you feel? Just that simple act of stillness, even for a few seconds, creates moments of space. And it invites calmness, clarity, and a deeper connection with yourself. And when you make space for yourself, you start to see your own beauty much more clearly, not just in the mirror, but in your kindness, your resilience, and your heart. So here's a few tips for everyday balance. And remember, creating balance doesn't have to mean overhauling your life. Here are a few small but powerful ways to weave balance into your everyday routine. So set boundaries with love. Say no to what drains you and yes to what fills up your cup. Protect your time and your energy. It's an act of self-love. Step 2, embrace mini moments of joy. So take 5 minutes to just step outside, even in the bitter cold, get some fresh air, listen to your favourite song, or savour your morning coffee without the rush. And these small acts of joy really do add up. It might not feel like much to start with, but you will see it can make all the difference in your day. Check in with your body is number 3. Notice how you're feeling throughout the day. Are you feeling tense, hungry, energized? Listening to your body's needs is the foundation of balance. Tip number 4, practice gratitude. I know I've mentioned some of these tips before in earlier episodes, but it's always good to touch base, come back to centre. So each evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for. It shifts your focus to the positive and helps you find beauty in the simple moments and in simple things. And tip number 5, move with intention. Whether it's a yoga class or yoga pose, meditation, breathing exercise, a dance session, or a simple walk, moving your body helps to realign your energy and release stress. Inner beauty is about more than what we see. It's about how we feel. And when you prioritize your wellness, you naturally exude confidence, compassion, and warmth. Here's a thought. Look in the mirror today, probably not in this moment, but not to criticize, not to check out the faults or things that you wish you could change, but to appreciate. Notice the spark or the twinkle in your eyes, the curve of your smile, or even just the way you show up every day. And that's beauty. If you feel that you can't see any beauty, ask yourself, whose version of beauty are you focused on? We all have a picture in our minds of what physical beauty looks like and what it should be, but really just take a moment to think about where your idea of beauty comes from and what it's made up of. Because what we each find beautiful will differ from person to person and sometimes at different stages of our lives. But remember to look within, not without. That's the key. Remember, beauty is not about being flawless. It's about being unapologetically yourself. So when you embrace who you are, imperfections and all, you inspire others to do the same. So thank you for spending time with me on this Sunday morning. I hope you feel inspired to create balance in your life and embrace the beauty within you. Remember, wellness isn't about being perfect, it's about progress, presence, and self-love. And if you've enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who might need a little encouragement on their journey to balance and beauty. You may remember episode 3 with my guest Sheena Chauda. And if you haven't listened to episode 3, I suggest and encourage you to go back and have a listen. Or you can check us out on YouTube also. So Sheena and I have joined forces and started another podcast, a spin-off, if you like, called Compassionate Serenity. With Sheena's expertise as a seasoned psychotherapist and me, a yoga therapist, we'll be exploring the connection between mind, body and soul in the world of wellness and helping you to build your wellness toolbox. In each episode, we'll unpack real life challenges and discuss actionable self-care techniques and other insights into achieving balance, self-love and resilience. So whether it's managing stress, cultivating inner peace, or setting achievable wellness goals, Our conversations are designed to inspire and uplift you. So if you're looking for a refreshing, compassionate approach to wellness that bridges ancient practices with modern psychology, this will be the podcast for you. I'll pop the link in the show notes. And until next time, take a deep breath, honour your rhythm and celebrate the radiant being that you are. Bye for now.